Hello everybody, Jennifer Maker here. Today we are making a really amazing no-bake cake. You heard that right, no baking. And honestly, if you're a crafter, there's a good chance you might have all the ingredients on hand. Let's head on over to my craft table and get started. How cool are these? These tiny cakes have just two ingredients, cardstock and glue. Mix in a little moolah and you've got the perfect gift. Now for this project, you really just need good quality cardstock, good craft glue, and a way to cut it out, such as a pair of scissors, a craft knife, or a cutting machine like a Cricut. And guess what? You can make this project on all of the Cricut Maker or Cricut Explorer series machines and the Cricut Joy. The exact materials and tools that are used for this project are all linked below this video. And I've got free designs just for you. You can make a cute cake for birthdays, champagne glasses for engagements and weddings, a rainbow heart for loved ones, an adorable gnome for fun, and a bunch of balloons for any occasion. And you can make these money cakes in two ways, with 12 slots for a one-layer cake or 18 slots for a two-layer cake. Fill the slots with any denomination of cash you wish, so it can be as low as $12 all the way up to really quite a bit. It's entirely up to you. This is a fun project and a unique way to gift money. I made some of these recently and they were a big hit with the recipients. So are you ready to bake up some fun and roll some dough with me in the craft room? Let's get started. Step 1, get my free money cake designs. Go to jennifermaker.com/468 and look for libraries in the red bar at the top. Then either click Get a Password if you don't yet have one, or click Enter the library. You can find the designs by searching for number 468 and then click it to download the zip file. Step 2, prepare your money cake designs. You can cut this project by hand with the PDF files I've included, or use a cutting machine with the SVG or DXF files. To see exactly how I prepared this file to cut on a Cricut cutting machine in Cricut Design Space, watch my video at jennifermaker.com/468. Step 3, assemble your money cake. Once all your pieces are cut, organize similar pieces together. I recommend you use the piece reference sheet that I included in the pattern folder. We'll first start with making the gnome. Separate the gnome pieces into two piles. We'll align and glue each stack's layers, but we won't glue them together until we're ready to put it on the money cake. The center support needs to be glued between the gnome designs. The bottom layer is the red layer. Place each one on your work area. They're going to be glued back to back, so you'll want them mirrored. Next, add the larger white area over each red piece to check alignment. Use small dots of glue on the back of the white cardstock to align it to the matching red layer. The beard makes for a helpful alignment guide. And I'm using my Barely Art glue here with the precision tip. It really makes a difference. Now it's time to add the teal layer. Add small tabs of glue to the back of each teal layer and align it to the white layer. Again, the beard and nose cutout make for helpful alignment guides. Lastly, glue the smaller white piece to the top of each gnome and he's done. Isn't he so cute? If you're making a one-sided topper, just use the same technique to assemble your layers to create one item instead of two. Now set the gnomes aside and let's make the base. We're going to glue all of the matching round pieces together. The glued layers will make the design stronger in the end. The fine tip on the Barely Art glue works great for assembling the money cake too. Now keep in mind, if you're making a single layer cake, use this technique to assemble your layers just without the second layer pieces. Start with the solid round pieces. That's piece A. These are going to be the bottom of your money cake. Apply glue around one side of an A circle and align it to the other. Press the two solid circles together and then set them aside. Next, we'll glue the slotted bottom base pieces, that's piece B. They are the circles that have only a thin rectangle in the middle. Apply glue to one of the circle sides and align the other circle using the rectangle center to guide accurate placement. Once aligned, press the two pieces together and then set this piece aside. Now let's glue together the first tier. Those are the 3 round pieces with 12 circle cutouts. That's piece C. Take one C piece and place glue between each circle around the edge and around the center rectangle on one side. Align the second C using the circle openings as a guide. Make sure the center rectangle is also aligned and press the 2 pieces together. Repeat these steps and glue the third circle to the first 2. It doesn't matter which side, just make sure they're aligned. Now set this aside too. Next, glue together the second tier, which are the smaller circles with circular cutouts. That's piece D. There are 3 of these as well. Place small dots of glue around one side of the first piece. Align the second D over it using the circles and center rectangle as a guide. Repeat to add the third piece D to it and then set it aside. Now for the center support pieces. The 2 outer pieces, that's piece E, are slightly longer with foldable tabs on the bottom. These will go on the outside, and the piece without a foldable tab, that's piece F, will be the center. Apply glue to the E pieces above the dashed fold line and attach them to either side of piece F. Use the top shape for alignment so the bottom tabs will be able to fold out and the bottom edge of piece F won't stick out. Be sure to not glue below the dashed fold line at the bottom. Once the supports are dry, it's time to put the money cake all together. Gently work the center support skinny top through the rectangle in the stacked B pieces. Slide the circle down to make sure it will glide all the way to where the tabs will fold. Lift piece B up a bit to fold the tabs out so they mirror each other. Add glue where they will touch the bottom of piece B and then hold everything in place to set. Then apply glue generously to the bottom of piece B and over the secured tabs. Align and press piece A to the bottom of piece B, covering the tabs and making a smooth surface. Hold it in place and press around the edges to make the adhesion seamless. Stand up the assembled support structure once it's secure. Gently slide the larger piece C circle with holes on it to the center support through the rectangle. Make sure it will move down to touch the wider support area. The lower tier can be a bit wobbly, so it helps to add tabs, and that's piece G. The tabs reinforce and stabilize the design. Fold piece G's along their dashed lines to make upside-down L shapes. Now apply a bit of glue to the outsides of one of piece G and press it to the center support and bottom of the lower tier. Repeat for the other piece G tab and apply it to the other side of the center support. If you made a second tier, gently add the other circular piece with cutouts, that's piece D, to touch the upper support area. Again, fold and glue the smaller dashed rectangles, piece H, to add support below piece D, touching either side of the center piece. And you're almost done. Grab your gnomes or whatever topper you picked. Now add some glue to the still exposed side of the center support. Center align it the best you can on the center support and hold it to set a bit. Apply glue to the back of one of the red layers or whatever color that back layer is. Press the second gnome back to back with the first, sandwiching the support inside. Hold it for a minute to make sure the designs are well adhered. And when you're all done, it's time to fill your money cake. Choose your money and roll it into tight rolls. The 1-layer cake holds up to 12 rolls, while adding that second layer, so it's a 2-layer cake, brings it to 18 rolls of cold hard cash. Insert the bills one at a time around the money cake. If you want to put in less money, just write notes out on small slips of paper, encouraging or supporting whomever you're giving this to, and then roll up those notes and insert them into the money holder. And that's it. You're all done. How fun and simple is this adorable gift? I can't wait to see all of the money cakes that you make. Please make sure to share them and spread the wealth with me. I love to see your projects. Now, if you have any questions about how to make this fun paper craft, please let me know. I love to help. Just leave your question below this video or come ask in my awesome Cricut Crafters group at jennifermaker.com/Cricut Crafters. And that's it for today. Until next time, this is Jennifer Maker reminding you to craft a life you love.